Hello everybody and welcome to the episode of NASCAR Heat 5 2023 Mod Career Motors. We give you the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race results from the Richmond Raceway, where it was Tyler Ankrum picking up his first win of the season, beating Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, Ben Rhodes, and Brendan Queen in the top 5. Then Gio Ruggiero, Connor Hall, Ryan Vargas in our truck, a solid top 10 effort. Andres Perez and Brent Cruz, the top 10. As Tyler Ankrum picks up the win there at Richmond. You see Reynolds finished there with the rest of the grid. Tough night for Kyle Busch as he ends up down in 29th. See Reynolds is through the rest of the grid. Congrats to Tyler Ankrum on the win at Richmond. Now you have the updated Craftsman Truck Series playoff standings. Just 3 races to go in the regular season. Ruggiero remains the points leader. Chandler Smith, Enfinger, Brendan Queen comfortably in on points. Tyler Ankrum now with that win locks himself into the playoffs. LaJoy, Jake Finch, the 2 wild card winners, with the 3rd wild card currently being held by Ben Rhodes on points. Rhodes 9 ahead of Brent Cruz and 11 ahead of Stuart Friesen and 16 ahead of Jake Garcia for that wild card spot. Perez, Hall, Sutton, Lawless Allen, pretty much must-win territories. We wind down this Craftsman Truck Series regular season. The NASCAR Xfinity Series was also in action this weekend from Richmond Raceway, where in that race it was Garrett Smithley picking up the upset win. That's actually the 2nd career win for Garrett Smithley in our universe here. This time it's his first for the number 14 for SS Greenlight Racing. He holds off Junior Motorsports, Sammy Smith, and Caden Honeycutt to pick up the win. Ty Majeski and Alfredo around the top 5. Ryan Truex, Austin Dillon, Lane Riggs, Roger Carruth, and Taylor Gray the top 10. How about Garrett Smithley picking up the win here in Richmond? And I'll see how that affects the playoff standings, which it certainly will. Tough day for Connor Zilich down in 34th for his final Xfinity start of the season. So tough night for him. But now the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff standings, with now just 2 races remaining in the regular season, remains the same 5 winners at the top of the grid. Truex, Alfredo, Honeycutt, Corey Day looking real good on points. Taylor Gray, 14 points now ahead of the 2 of Austin Dillon for that final spot in the top 10 of the points. Sammy Smith, Nick Sanchez still holding down the wild card positions, but Sanchez only 35 points above Garrett Smithley for that 2nd and final wild card spot. Mason Massey almost officially eliminated, out by 91 to where Sanchez is, so unlikely Massey will be in the playoffs, even though he had that tremendous win earlier in the season. Looks like he will not be competing for the championship. So in the background, I'm practicing and qualifying for today's main event, which is the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400 from Richmond Raceway for the 23rd race of our regular season. Fresh off our in-season challenge win and $1 million payout, we go to Richmond, where Kyle Larson puts it on pole position and Corey Himes starts at the rear after failing previous inspection. He would have started in 11th, so he has his work cut out for him. And we are starting here not so great. We are starting in position number 23 in our Powerade Ford for Team Penske here at Richmond, as we try to get a top 10 effort. That's honestly my goal for tonight here in Richmond. This has always been a track historically we have struggled so mightily at. We just have not had the skill nor the talent nor the knowledge really of how to run well here in Richmond, and that is just really what has caused us to struggle at this track. It's a really hard track for me to figure out, since I've never been good at saving my tires. Kind of a Carson Hocevar-esque kind of guy, just push, get as much as you can. So we're already getting a great start, though, up 10 spots at the 13th, going by William Byron, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, now working by the rookie of Zilich for 12th, to the inside of Chase Briscoe for 11th. Eric Jones, big slide after he gave the 43 a shot. He saves it. Now just like that, out of nowhere, here we are in the top 10. A tremendous start to the night for us here, driving all the way up into the top 10, now the inside of Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain, 3Y Junior Motorsports. Great in qualifying, putting both their cars inside the top 10 here to start this race. And just like that, we are into position number 8 of 15 spots. Then we go up the racetrack, 2 wide, up into the wall we go. And there goes Briscoe. There goes Chastain. Here comes Allgaier. And all of a sudden, now all that track position we just gained is starting to slip back away. As now we are down to 11th a few laps later, working on crossing over Ross Chastain for position. Just trying to get whatever we can here. And we do to get 10th here with 12 to go in this short opening stint of the race in stage number 1. But we can't hold back William Byron in the 24. So now Byron gets by. I try to cross him over here to get back into the top 10. Quaffle has now dropped back to us. We give the 88 a shot. Quaffle going to hang on to it, hold on to 9th place. Still having the best run of his rookie season so far. The number 88 Bass Pro Shop Chevy. If Quaffle can hold on here, then we go a little bit wide. Here comes the 48 of Alex Bowman to the inside. 3 wide. Bowman with a tremendous move into 9th. He will go, trying to race his way into the chase for the Cup. I'm trying to get to the inside of the 48 here to just get 9th place. We are up the racetrack, and for now, now we have ninth position here in Richmond, but how long will that last? Well, not. It'll last through this straightaway right here. It'll last about a lap, and then the Byron gets right to the inside in the 24. Byron making the move here in that Lego Speed Chevrolet. He's going to get ninth as we just get too tight up the racetrack we go. Now here comes the 48. Bowman to the inside. And now we continue to slip down the order to 11. Then we get into the wall, and just the wall just pulls us in like it would at like a Dover or a Darlington. And now Zane Smith hangs on to it as we give him a shot. He drives into 11th. We now have to fight him and the 47 to Sam Mayer just to hold on to 11th here. It looks like stage points are out of the picture. Our teammate Blaney is gone. He is driving away, and we pound the wall here. A few laps there, 2 to go in stage 1. Just overdriving the corner a little bit too much, and we were just struggling with talent and handling of the race car here in this first stage. Just trying to hang on to P12 as Elliott goes by. By the way, Elliott started like 34th. He's driven up there. We made some contact with Josh Berry. Now we're going to fight Daniel Suarez for 12th. Final lap, stage 1 here in Richmond. It is all Ryan Blaney who will win the stage as I'm going all over the place here into turn 3 and 4. We just completely run Daniel Suarez into the wall. Not what I meant to do there, just losing the handling of the car. So Blaney dominates stage 1, picking up his 3rd stage win of the season. Larson, Briscoe, Hocevar, and Bell the top 5, followed by Ryan Preece, Justin Allgaier, William Byron, Bowman, and Chase Elliott. Hendrick Motorsports rounding out the top 10 right there. But no stage points for us here as we go to stage number 2 here in Richmond from position number 15 where we restart. Going to be a 37 lap, a much longer stage, so we're going to open the door for some strategy, which is usually what I like to play. Strategy is usually what's gotten us a lot of these great top 10 finishes we've had all season long, so hoping that will come through for us again, but we don't have to worry about that for a little bit. Right now we're just trying to get track position here early in the stage. We get to the inside of the 9 of Chase Elliott to get into the top 10, and we dive underneath William Byron, driving it in there to the inside of 2, making the aggressive move, and we go by William Byron for 9th, give a shot to the 60 of Preece, just a basically bump and run. We just punted the 60 right there into 8th, and then Suarez, that number 7 Delaware Life Chevrolet, gets to the inside of us, and Suarez now makes the pass, but we are still fighting him on the inside lane, trying to keep these positions here to stay in the mix. Chase Briscoe, by the way, has taken the lead of this race here, trying to go between, and then we just get tight there underneath Suarez. Now here comes a 47 to Sam Mayer, having a very impressive run here tonight for Hayek Motorsports. Inside now the top 10 as we battle for 9th as he tries to get one of his career best Cup Series short track efforts. We'll be able to cross over Mayer to the inside now to try to take that 9th position back, driving it into turn 3. Can we make it work? We'll clear Mayer, but then that opens the door for Byron, but we're able to hold on to 9th for now. The next lap, we have dropped behind both Byron and Mayer, now under fire from Chase Elliott in the 9. The Hendrick cars continuing to work their way forwards through this field into contention as Mayer and I continue to just go back and forth for position here, battling for 11th right now, so still not in stage point position whatsoever. Now here comes Josh Berry. The 21 goes by on the inside into 11th, so we're down to 12th now. A few laps there, we've caught the inside of Alex Bowman, who started to slip back as this race has gone on. So now we're going to be battling Bowman for 11th. Chase Briscoe still leading, still a good ways to go here in stage number 2 as we try to work our way into position to play some strategy here to possibly steal some stage points. That's the goal. And now here we are in 12th, the 60 of Preece to our inside. He will go by for 11th. We'll give him a little bit of a shot. Big slide from Preece. He hangs on to it. What a save from the 60. But Preece and I have really been going at it here tonight in Richmond. Now he goes for a bigger slide in turn 3, and he'll lose like 3-4 spots. Now we get into the wall next to the corner. Mayer goes by. Here comes Bubba Wallace. Here comes Ty Gibbs. And now we are just bleeding positions in this stage. Nothing we can do. Just struggling to handle, just even drive this track whatsoever, and we are just getting eaten alive here, losing position after position. We just let Logano go, just drop down to 15th, just, you know, trying to pick and choose our battles wisely here. And a few laps later, guess what? We've gotten into the back of Preece for the 3rd time in like the last 20 laps. So poor Preece goes along now. A few laps later, here we are. We're going to start our strategy play now. We're going to short pit, split the stage in half. So we try to get a fresh tire push here to the end of the stage here to try to find our way back into some track positions. We had dropped all the way to 18th. So we come in, make this call. So what would work perfectly is this goes green all the way through. We're able to stay out in the end and maybe steal a stage point or 2. Worst case scenario, caution comes out before everything can cycle through and we get trapped multiple laps down. That would be the absolute worst possible thing that could happen. Right now we are currently 38th, 2 laps down here as we emerge back on the racetrack, hit the wall. So a few laps later, we've gotten by Gibbs for 37, starting to pass some guys. Lots of guys making their scheduled pit stops here as we go, through the motions, running the laps as we come across start finish line this time. And the caution's gonna come out. No, that is the worst possible thing that could have happened for us. Now we are trapped 2 laps down and have to come from 38th. Basically, we're fighting for 31st the rest of the night. And that our race now is pretty much completely over because of that caution, which, by the way, I looked in the replay, and I couldn't find a damn reason why that caution came out. So basically, NASCAR threw the caution to screw me over. That's exactly what just happened right there, because there's really nothing. I literally couldn't find a tire failure, engine failure, nothing. So for some reason, NASCAR just threw an absolute Mickey Mouse yellow and completely ruined our race. Meanwhile, our teammate Joey Logano, it's worked perfectly for him. He's out there leading this thing, looking to win this. A few laps later, we're in 34th, and Berry blows a tire into the wall. And that is going to end Josh Berry's night. And that actually gets us into the first car 2 laps down until final lap of the stage. We lose that spot to Blaney. So we finish stage 2 in 33rd. But Joey Logano makes it a Penske stage sweep, winning stage 2. Daniel Suarez second. Larson, Wallace, Hocevar the top 5. How about Zane Smith, Corey Himes, Sam Mayer, Chase Briscoe, and Carson Quaffle for Junior Motorsports rounds off the top 10. So Blaney, Logano each pick up a stage win, and here we are, 0 stage points today. Absolutely struggling, trapped 2 laps down for the rest of this race, as is Blaney, which is huge, as he had a car that definitely could have won this race. So here we are, final 43 laps, and we are into 31st, so we move up to 30th after someone DNF'd with the engine issue. So now caution comes out with 27 to go. Looks like it was for Noah Gregson. So now 23 to go. We're continuing to battle basically for 30th the rest of the night here with Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney. We'll easily go by them through 1 and 2. Into 30th we go here as we work our way down this backstretch into turns 3 and 4 and give the Eric Jones an absolute punt into turn 3 right there. Just some frustration of how bad this race has turned into for us. I feel like we're trying to hold on 29th late in this race, but here comes Blaney over the long run, gets to our inside. Corey Heim, by the way, leading this race. Now Hocevar is leading as we go through turns 3 and 4. Christian Eck is sitting in the middle of the racetrack. What is going on? Somehow NASCAR does not throw the caution. Some absolutely god-awful officiating. Now a few laps later, we're trying to block Blaney, and he just completely drives through us. A little bit of in-Penske beef right now between myself and the 12. We're going to door slam him here down the front stretch with 8 to go, so we know exactly what's going to happen. We check up, let him go for a massive slide into turn 1, take the position back, as this really getting frustrated as this race winds on. Now we're bouncing off the wall. We're hitting the 51 of Sheldon Creed, trying to save it around. Goes Sheldon Creed behind us with 6 to go, spinning back into traffic, and the caution will come out. This makes things interesting as Creed also behind him. Shane Van Gisbergen blew a tire at the same time from 17th. So big hit there from Ty Gibbs and Priest. SVG destroyed. A couple of hard hits. Him and Creed done. Well, Creed's still going, but SVG done for the night. Now 4 to go. SVG being out actually moves us up here to fight for 28th position. So here we are in a great position to get a top 30, which just salvaging that is even something with 3 to go. We're just trying to make things happen here as we work our way. So this is actually the final lap of the race right now. Carson Hocevar in the lead, trying to pull off the upset to get his first win since Season 2. And the punches ticket into the playoffs, so they come down the front straightaway. Carson Hocevar wins it in Richmond, and he might be going to the chase. We come home in a very disappointing 28th place finish after the strategy just did not work out in our favor. So Carson Hocevar wins his way into the playoffs. Corey Heim comes home with a season's best second place finish. Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez run out of the top 5. Our teammate Logano ends up 6th. Larson, Zane Smith, Allgaier, and Bowman the top 10. So great effort there from Allgaier in the Junior Motorsports machine. You see through the rest of the grid, we of course end up down 28th with around us, Priest, Hamlin, Blaney, just getting trapped a lap down by the strategy, did us in. Berry down there, Van Gisbergen, Byron DNF'd out of the race, so did Riley Herbst and Todd Gilliland. So yeah, tough night for a lot of guys, but great night for Carson Hocevar, who picks up the win, and now we'll see how that is the ramifications of that in our chase standings. 3 races to go in the regular season, and now all of a sudden we go from 5 to 7 winners in the top 10 in points, as both Briscoe and Hocevar are now in the top 10 in points with their victories, which means Blaney, Bell, Hamlin hold the final 3-point spots pretty much on lock. And that move means Alex Bowman now moves into the second wildcard spot and is provisionally into the chase with the 45 of Reddick. Priest 39 behind Bowman for that spot with his victory at Kansas. Then Chase Elliott, Chastain, Haley, Berry, Wallace, Heim, SVG. If this doesn't change with the guys that are in the top 10 of points, they would have to win if they want to find their way into the chase. So congrats to Hocevar on his second career win, his first in the last 3 seasons here at Richmond. And as we conclude this episode, as always, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much to JJ, Brenda, Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me. Helps this channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now working towards 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you are watching this video and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I would really, really appreciate it. And if you want to become a paid channel member and get your shout out at the end of the video like these 3, link is in the description down below. Till next episode, where we are racing from Sonoma, I hope you all have a good one.